Previously on The Next Titan.
Contestants had the task of selling cars for Briscoe Ford, an assignment that pushes the resilience of even some of the toughest to the very edge.
Got in stage that no one is picking my call anymore. I've exhausted all possible contacts, all possible links.
This is the second time that I have been PM, and it seems that they just deliberately wait till I'm project manager, then they give us the most amazing tasks to do.
It's just unfortunate that this task fell on my head as the project manager.
In the boardroom, two promising contenders, Juma Jubril and Zion Oshibage, become casualties of the MTN task, while for the first time, Ebuka lands in the eviction lineup for failing to sell cars. 7 contestants remain in the fight for the top spot. The stakes are higher than ever. 5 million Naira prize money still up for grabs, a 2013 Briscoe Ford Focus, and priceless business support from seasoned mentors. Tonight, a new task arrives and Ebuka slugs it out with the relentless Tobechi to survive eviction. Who will win the judges' favor between the two? More business, more intrigues on The Next Titan.
Contenders, 13 weeks, and 1 winner. Welcome to another chapter in our search for the next Titan. This is a show that's pulling audiences from all walks of life and demonstrating Nigeria's true spirit of entrepreneurship. Hi, I'm Matilda Obaseki, speaking from the dreaded boardroom where our aspiring Titans, week after week after week, show the judges the stuff they're made of as they try to get the ultimate prize of 5 million Naira, a brand new Briscoe Ford Focus, and business support from world-class mentors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are revved up and ready to go. After all, it is The Next Titan.
The Next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
How fast can your business respond to global opportunities? Can you spot an opening in New York and take immediate action? Or inspect a new Japanese prototype and appreciate its potential? Or even take an immediate position on the latest oil prices? Without even leaving your office.
Go global in an instant. Meet and seal deals across the globe from your office with MTN e-Presence. Simply visit mtnbusiness.com.ng to experience it.
Let's do this.
MTN e-Presence. It's just like being there.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak. Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak.
Being Nigeria's West Africa's foremost energy sector insurer, IEI knows a thing or two. With annual oil revenue of $40 billion touching every facet of life, Africa's most populous nation can rest assured she's on a sound platform, covering all your best intentions. IEI, the energy to care. Being Nigeria's West Africa's foremost energy sector insurer, IEI knows a thing or two. With annual oil revenue of $40 billion touching every facet of life, Africa's most populous nation can rest assured she's on a sound platform, covering all your best intentions. IEI, the energy to care.
It's an easy morning at the academy. The Titans more relaxed as they put together a breakfast of smoothies. Soon, Ebuka arrives with the task.
Oh, guys, your tax is here. Ah, my people! Hello, everyone. Hope you're all good. Task 10. It's a task to execute on peak milk products. The brand continuously develops various products and line extensions, especially formulated to address the dairy needs of consumers in Nigeria. Consumers' ignorance of identifying the difference between peak regular and peak gold has been a major challenge. The main objective of the task is to educate consumers on the difference between peak regular and peak gold using ATL and BTL campaigns. Other specific objectives are to build on the equity of peak brand in Nigeria, to increase awareness of the benefits of peak regular and peak gold, change habits to drive the frequency/penetration of peak brand. See you in the boardroom, the Titan judges.
The burden of leadership falls on Tunji and Lola OJ.
You guys divide yourselves into two.
I don't think I have a choice.
OJ! Let's do this. Who else?
The ladies try to introduce a curious variation to team selection. An all-female team against an all-male team.
Let's do boys versus girls. Yeah, baby! Let's do boys versus girls.
The gentlemen forcefully disagree, sending a strong signal they may be afraid to go up against the best of the female contenders.
If we can go back to the other side.
No. Unfortunately, that was one day.
To be come here. We've agreed now. To do boys versus girls. To be come here. Come here.
They incur tauntings from the ladies.
So you're scared of losing?
Well, if I'm scared of if that's what you want to interpret, I'm just fine. Let's do it.
So let's do it, guys.
And so the conventional mode of team selection continues. As usual, both team leaders quickly pounce on the two consistently strong links on any team. Lola snaps up Iro Gamma, and Tunji grabs Tinoade.
Do I pick that? Pick. You're first now. That's what I said. Do I pick?
Yes.
Choice.
Team selection now complete. Lola and Tunji lead their groups in a strategy session in preparation for their briefing with the representatives of Peak. Both teams are ready to put in their best to return victorious from the boardroom.
I don't even know the difference, I think, between peak gold and if I saw both, I think I'll go for the cheaper one. Yes, naturally, right? They really want us to educate the consumers on the difference.
So now what they call it,
it's not loud enough, right?
if you want to go and buy peak milk now, they'll ask you, is it Holland or Nigeria? So they refer to that one as gold as Holland, and that one is more expensive.
I'm more concerned with how best to educate the target market.
So basically, we are expected to come up with a creative idea on the means of educating customers on the difference between peak regular and peak gold through ATL and BTL campaign.
So how about we use, the theme is very raw in my head, different but the same. Imagine if on the billboard you have two twins identical. One of them is obviously holding the gold, the other one is holding regular. The type of people that is targeted are lined up behind them but like a slant. And then the theme would be something like different but the same.
I think we should try and do like a customer testimonial angle. If we get the peak and actually taste both of them and see what the differences are. We can have it in our reports or whatever.
I feel very, very optimistic about depicting this with the identical twins and wrapping our campaign around them. Hopefully we can articulate it very well.
Digesting the details of the brief continues late into the evening. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, first day of task execution. Both teams hit the road for a briefing at the offices of Friesland Campina, makers of Peak. The race to another boardroom has started. They have just 72 hours to win it or lose it, and the time starts now. Two new companies have emerged this week to take on the Peak Challenge. Prime Media, with Lola at the top, and Triple T, obviously coined from the first letters of the team members' names, Tinu, Tunji, and Tobechi. At the client's office, seasoned professionals in the fast-moving consumer goods sector are on hand to answer all their questions and concerns.
Peak Regular has been in Nigeria for over 60 years now, and this is a brand that has been consistent in quality. And so if you ask us what are the key differences between Peak Gold and Peak Regular, in positioning, of course Peak Regular is positioned as a premium brand, but Peak Regular is the pinnacle of premium. So among the best, Peak Gold is the best.
Looking through, when you compare Peak Regular with Peak Gold, you see major differences. Aside from the energy you get from a drop of Peak Gold, is quite higher than energy you get from a drop of Peak Regular.
All right, so I noticed that vitamin D3 is slightly less in Peak Gold than in Peak Regular. And I was wondering if there's a reason.
In science, it is the same, because there's a level of tolerance.
I just want to confirm that we're doing a campaign for Peak Gold and not comparing the two.
The task is about developing a campaign for Peak Gold. The marketing challenge has to be understood clearly. Our marketing challenge around the Peak Gold brand has a lot to do with the fact that consumers have a misconception. And of course, the moment you say Peak Holland, then Peak Regular become Peak Nigeria.
After the briefing, Tunji leads his team on an appointment to Computer Village Ikeja, where they meet with a graphic artist to help breathe life into their ideas.
This is a double-entered word where one single phrase means two things. So I also try to tell them that peak milk is your choice, and then pick your choice. So this one phrase. The second phrase is different and the same. And they went to see the client today. The client said we should retain, which is worldwide, is their global tagline. Task 10 is to come up with a creative idea to differentiate two products, Peak Gold from Peak, the normal Peak, in the eyes of the consumer. And we're faced with this unique position because both of them are quality products. So you want to highlight the feature of one without making the other one look inferior.
Later, they move on to a production studio to test these ideas even further.
You know how we always just present, right? I'm just thinking off the top of my head, if our team can record our entire presentation. So on the task day, he just gets up and says, we did this, sit down and enjoy. Do you understand?
Prime Media, on the other hand, heads back to the house, where they will spend the rest of the day brewing ideas and strategies.
They are graduates, armed with college degrees and certificates. But are these enough to survive in the world of business? The Next Titan. Not just a game, but a most grueling exercise that sees budding entrepreneurs competing in order to earn support and investments for their dream business. Who will flourish and who will perish? Who gets the 5 million Naira cash injection to become Nigeria's next Titan?
I was told I'd be meeting a group. Where is everyone?
This is the group.
You're the team providing us access to the largest network infrastructure nationwide?
Yes, sir.
And you're also behind the undersea cable that delivers superior international bandwidth to Africa?
Indeed, we are.
And that's the impressive ultra-modern data center?
Yes, that's it.
The broadest range of business communication and cloud-based solutions?
That's correct.
And you've got access to expertise in 21 markets in Africa and the Middle East?
Absolutely.
And all this from you? We should do more business.
Think transformation. Think MTN Business.
MTN. Everywhere you go. Vote for a favorite contestant. Send Titan space name a favorite contestant to 33352.
Please text Titan space Irogama to 33352. Thank you. To vote for me, text Titan space LOLA to 33352. Thank you.
Text Titan space Chooks to 33352. Thank you very much.
It's the second day of task execution. Both teams are once again bringing to bear their creative sides in business. Their mandate is to help Peak resolve a delicate brand differentiation issue using a lot of creativity and innovation. Triple T is a team of 3, so they fit nicely into a sports utility vehicle.
PM, just so you know, you have fallen your hand.
A playful argument ensues between Tinu and Tobichi over none other than the project manager, Tunji.
Excuse me, you are a weak PM.
And like a man with 2 wives, he does his best to satisfy them. At a law firm in Victoria Island, Tunji leads Triple T to shoot their TVC.
No, the same hand. Oh, look at us.
He plays a dual role as a lawyer drinking Peak Regular and a sportsman drinking Peak Gold. On the other hand, Lola OJ is also leading her team to create a commercial.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Henshaw. They say their line. All right, madam.
Good evening. My name is Frank, and I'll be your waiter for tonight. The fact that I'm on eviction roll, it's not affecting me anyway. It's just that mindset that, okay, you're on eviction and all of that, but I just pray that I get saved this Sunday in the boardroom.
Role-playing is also required. And here, Irogama and Emeka are married in another life with a child.
It's yummy, Mommy.
After many weeks of creating advertisements for various clients, both teams now boast of invaluable experience in the execution of this task.
So far, I think it's been good. As with every advertising task, it's more of a mental task than a physical exertion task. So we are done with the brainstorming. We've developed our campaign materials like the jingles, and right now we're down to the thinking and writing part.
It's the final day for this task and less than 24 hours to meet with the board. As the pressure to win mounts, it takes little time before tension begins to flare in the ranks. The usually calm Tinuade Olariwaju explodes at what she considers a laid-back attitude by her team leader.
Nobody's going to come and mess up the work at the last minute. We have a great concept. All just need to do is communicate it. What's
you are saying is not wrong. How do we achieve it? Discuss with the graphic guy, let him understand, and let him know how best we can achieve it.
I'm going to get edgy until we get the perfect. Don't tell me to calm down, Tunji.
Do you understand?
Don't tell me to calm down, because I've been calm since yesterday.
Will not solve.
Well, if raising my voice is going to communicate the message, I'm going to raise my voice until that message is communicated.
Why did we come here and now not show him?
Wasn't it when I was insisting yesterday?
Do something else.
Wasn't I was insisting yesterday in the law court that Tunji must do this? That you were almost getting upset. That wasn't necessary. Was it necessary? And I'm trying to make it look. I'm going to get worked up because the concept is being watered down.
Leave it, I beg.
I'm going to get worked up.
Okay, scream. Go out on the street and scream if you need.
Don't tell me that, Tobe. There's no need to take it that far. I feel it was unnecessary for Tobe to say, go and shout on the streets of Lagos. I mean, come on. It's my idea. You have your idea. It doesn't mean yours is better than mine.
Stop talking about the problem that you perceive. Sit down and talk about a solution. You're saying we must take pictures of the two guys. Ask the graphic artist whether it would be possible to even merge the pictures to make meaningful sense.
While this is going on, Prime Media is at the Academy, quietly adding some finishing touches to their work. Finally, the dust settles. Triple T get their act together and continue working.
Over medal is worrying the sports guy. You have anything?
Wait first. Come on.
I beg, true.
Lola and her team are satisfied about their work.
I believe that we were going to win this task because I have the best team members in my team. There's Irogama, there's Chukwebuka, there is Lola, and there's myself. We have worked together in the previous tasks and we have done very, very well.
As night falls on the Titan Academy, both teams hope to outshine one another at the boardroom. With their numbers decreasing and strife increasing, it will take some of the contestants everything they've got to stay in the game and win.
As the weeks go by, it gets harder, it's getting tougher and more critical to remain on top. So I just remain a key player, keep my head focused, try not to be too distracted, try not to miss home too much, and yeah, just keep my eye on the prize.
The next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
Coming up.
What I found missing was the fact that you also did not address the distribution channel, which is very key.
The losing team will have all candidates will be up for eviction, and 2 members will be evicted.
More when the next Titan returns. The day of reckoning arrives. Members of Triple T and Prime Media are ready for serious business. 9 casualties and counting. No one wants to be found culpable for bringing the team down.
All right, guys, good evening. How are you? How's this week been? Lola, tell me about it.
What, this task? It's been interesting. It's been difficult. There's not many of us left, so as you can imagine, it's getting closer to the end. But it was good. It was good.
Tunji?
Well, it's a very interesting task and very tactical in nature. You know, we had to engage in very cohesive brainstorming session and all that. And it's highly based on creativity, and we are just 3 against 4, so we had to do well.
Noted. All right, sounds interesting.
This task is all about creativity and innovation for Brand Peak. Judge Booker is at the helm, together with marketing tycoon Chris Parks, and 2 guests from the client side, Friesland Campina, makers of Peak.
All right, so as you know, 2 people are on the eviction roll today. We have Tobe and Chooks. One of you will be leaving us tonight. Tough, but as we say, the show must go on. So I'll see you on the other side. have fun.
Thank you. Now to the boardroom business. We'll deal with the Briscoe-Ford eviction at the end of the session. I want your presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tina Dolaiwaju. On behalf of Triple T Corporations, named after our principal manager, Tunji Akonde, Tobe, and myself, we'll be talking about the marketing and promotion strategy for Peak Milk. Our task from the client was to differentiate between these two, Peak Regular and Peak Gold. We then researched the customers. Traditionally, Peak Gold is associated with the ABC1 demography, and by talking to them through questionnaires and feedback, we realized that the quality of the products was unquestionable. They also reiterated the fact that Peak Gold is known as Peak Holland, and they described it as being better than the other one. And then we now realized that there was a unique marketing challenge before us. We had the task of differentiating two very high quality products. Peak Regular, that we all grew up in, has built itself over time as a brand name associated with quality. We had to differentiate these two coming from the same brand and highlight the differences of the two. We had to also be careful that while differentiating the both of them, we didn't portray Peak Regular in an inferior way. We had to keep highlighting the fact that it was a quality name that was in the market. Another thing is we had to remove that label, the differentiation factor, by the place of production, rather than getting people to call it Peak Holland, get them to describe it by the content instead. And finally, we had to develop brand awareness for Peak Gold outside Peak Regular, and do this without shifting client base from Peak Regular to Peak Gold. How do we do this? We realized we need to give them a new focus of differentiation, talking about the core difference between the two, zinc.
Now, Peak Gold is only available in key urban cities, in high-end supermarkets specifically. Now, we had a few key objectives of the campaign, the main one being to educate consumers on the difference between Peak Regular and Peak Gold evaporated milk, using ATL, above the line, and BTL, below the line, marketing methods. Now, the key findings of the secondary research showed that the target market did not really know the difference between Peak Regular and Peak Gold. Secondly, that in terms of influencing their buying decisions, quality was a key factor over price. And thirdly, that they would like to receive this campaign mostly through TV and radio. Now, our target audience was already segmented through the brief to be individuals that fall in between the A, B, and C1 category. And this is just the top segment of the full social pyramid, just there on top. Now, more specifically, young mothers with children of 12 years and under, because of course they're the primary buyers in the family, so they make most of the milk product decisions. Now, we didn't want to make a concept that was cliche. We wanted to really connect with our target audience, and wanted to build on the equity of the brand by making Peak Gold a lifestyle choice. So this is how the concept was birthed. Live your life like it's golden. Now, as you see there, the word gold actually plays on the fact that, of course, we're pushing the product, Peak Gold, evaporated milk, and also that gold is something of value, so it directly appeals to the lifestyle of our target audience. Now, the idea is to portray Peak Gold as a social status indicator. So not only are you getting extra qualities with Peak Gold, but if you fall into this target market, your choice of evaporated milk should only be Peak Gold, as this best reflects your position and status in society.
The presentations ended. No one is sure how the judges or the client will vote. Here are the materials developed by both teams, which will form a basis for the judges' critique.
Good evening. My name is Frank, and I'll be your host for tonight.
Wow, this is so rich, and it's definitely not the regular.
You're certainly right, honey.
I'm glad you like it. It's Peak Gold.
Peak Gold?
Yes. Peak Gold is extra tasty, extra rich, and extra creamy. The perfect nourishment for your family.
It's yummy, Mommy.
Well, honey, you know what to do. It's Peak Gold from now on.
Yes, dear. Only the best for our family.
Peak Gold, the super premium evaporated milk brand with the most superior nutritional qualities. The Peak Gold experience. Live your life like it's golden.
Good morning.
Good morning, Liz.
How was your night?
My night was great. It was so refreshing to have a sound night's sleep after that flight from Paris.
All that shopping, why wouldn't you be tired?
You can talk. Mrs. I only use the best.
Here, have a glass of peak milk. Best way to start your day.
Okay, if you say so. Wow, is this regular? Because it sure tastes different.
No, it's peak gold.
Peak gold?
Yes, peak gold. It's extra rich, extra creamy, and extra tasty. It's also endorsed by the Nutrition Society of Nigeria, so you know it's suitable for the family.
Wow, I've never tasted milk so rich. My family and I will be using peak gold from now on.
You can thank me later, girl. Maybe with a trip to Paris.
Yeah, right. Now more peak gold, please. Peak Gold, a superior premium evaporated milk brand with the most superior nutritional qualities. The Peak Gold Experience. Live your life like it's golden.
Living your life like it's golden, golden.
Scene opens with Kendi walking up the football pitch towards his office. He is so excited as he receives Taiwo's call. Taiwo is also laughing in his office as he teases Kenny about their growing up days. Taiwo teasingly brags to Kenny about how he used to put him through difficult courses in the university. And Kenny retorts as he used to beat Taiwo at every sporting activity. As they speak, flashback scenes of Taiwo and Kenny in those scenarios show rapidly on the screen. In the course of the hilarious conversation, Taiwo asks Kenny, is peak gold still adding to the magic? Kenny, now in his office, pouring peak gold into a cup, responds to Taiwo, stating that he's forever loyal to his peak gold. Taiwo, who at this point is also pouring peak milk into his tea, agrees with Kenny and states that he too still takes his good old regular peak, saying that it has all the vitamins and nutrients contained in peak gold except for the zinc content. Kenny tries to tease Taiwo about the high vitamin and mineral composition of peak gold over peak regular, but Taiwo quickly retorts, saying, well, brother, peak of your choice, peak of my choice. They both laugh as the scene fades them into the background with the voiceover rolling in. Pick your choice. It's in you.
Tino, I don't understand this baby. He just keeps kicking me anyhow.
Sorry, darling. Don't worry. Sure, you have just 3 months to go. That's a sign you're going to have a boy.
I really can't wait, my dear. Where's the peak milk I asked you to get for me?
I didn't forget. Here you go.
Thank you, dear. Tino, what is this now? Should I ask you to buy me peak gold?
Are you okay? Is it not the same peak milk?
No, Joe. Fine. Peak milk is the best for enhanced body and mind performance. After all, that's what I give my husband. But peak gold has additional nutrients that aid my pregnancy.
Additional nutrients? What do you mean?
My dear, peak gold contains zinc and even more vitamins A and B and folic acid. You know we need all these as expectant mothers. It's also richer and creamier.
Wow, this is nice. No wonder your baby wants to kick his way out of your tummy. Let me go and get the peak gold, and of course get some for myself too.
I beg, make it snappy.
Peak your choice. It's in you.
Vote for a favorite contestant. Send Titan space name a favorite contestant to 33352.
Text Titan space Tinoade to 33352 and get everyone to do it too. Thank you.
Please vote by texting Titan space Emeka to 33352. Thank you.
How fast can your business respond to global opportunities? Can you spot an opening in New York and take immediate action? Or inspect a new Japanese prototype and appreciate its potential? Or even take an immediate position on the latest oil prices? Without even leaving your office.
Go global in an instant. Meet and seal deals across the globe from your office with MTN ePresence. Simply visit mtnbusiness.com.ng to experience it.
Let's do this.
MTN ePresence. It's just like being there.
MTN, everywhere you go. Milk
Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak. Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak.
The next Titan is brought to you by MTN Business in association with IEI and Peak.
Now for the analysis. Chris, would you like to go first?
No. But I will.
All right, Triple T, yeah.
Very nice. Your objective was to differentiate between gold and the regular, which I thought you did very nicely. Not sure about you guys. Was that the brief? Differentiate? Okay. I'll get to you in a minute. Identical twins, very nice. When you came to your outdoor, it was the judge, the intelligent one and the really good one, and the one that's sort of upper market, your AB income group, who was having the regular. I would have thought he would have had the gold with that super intelligence. You brought in the distribution chain. I think it's a great idea. It's so important, it's so vital. So well done for thinking about that. The radio script I loved. I thought you did a brilliant radio script. Clear, very nice. The TVC, very nice, and it fits in with, I feel, with the existing creative guy lifting weights and all of that. The call to action, that's good. No one's mentioned that in the past. The billboard, as I said, very nice. I thought you did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Prime Media, your target market, I'm not sure that you understand the difference between A, B, C, D. I'm not sure that you do, because I didn't agree with all the detail that you put in there. Peak Gold is a lifestyle choice. It's fair enough, but I didn't pick up the brief here, which is to differentiate between the gold and the regular. You were separating gold and making it look super good. Social status indicator, we'll question it. Live life like it's golden. Everything's all about gold. What happened to regular? Where have you put that? The BTL I thought was an excellent explanation, some nice ideas. Congratulations on that. Measurements, congratulations. First team to mention measurements. It's vital that everything you do in this business can be measured and should be measured. So well done, I like it. Your brand design, redesigning the packs, the clients will comment on that, but I thought they were very nice, making it clearer.
I'll start with Triple T. Well done. I like the pick your choice. I also like the twins concept. But for me, the campaign did not really differentiate, or help to dispel our issues of Peak Gold being just about being an imported product. That did not, come true for me. Yeah, you did mention it that yes, people only call Peak Gold Peak Holland, but I didn't see your campaign addressing, our concern. Also, the focus on zinc, for me, it made it. I think for me, the campaign you made it too much zinc focused. That at the end of the day, it looked like the only difference between Peak Gold and Peak Regular is the zinc. So for me, the focus on zinc, didn't quite make it for me. What I liked most about your campaign is the fact that you also focused on the distribution channel. Yeah, indeed, I can say that I think the issue of Peak Holland and Peak Nigeria actually started from our distribution channel. So that to educate the distributors, yes, but I didn't see how you plan to educate the customer. For Prime Media, very detailed background, your research, I like the fact that I like your line, live your life like it's golden. It actually ties along with, you know, the initial reason why we launched Peak Gold. And at introduction, it was the taste to treasure, and you really have, for me, hit the nail on the head. It's about living your life to the golden, so you're talking about the extra of everything. What I found missing was the fact that you also did not address the distribution channel, which is very key. Well done.
Great. Pretty much the same thing as what Maureen has said. First of all, if you look at what Triple T presented, it's great work indeed. I like the background that you gave to us. I also like the fact that you do understand that there is a need to differentiate peak gold from peak regular, and that at the back of your mind. But what I think you have done is that you have literally interpreted that and put it in the front of the consumers, that I have two brands that are different. I'm asking you to make up your mind, because if I listen to what you presented, especially if you look closely at your concept of twins, I feel that if I'm a consumer, I get a little bit more confused in the end. What I think you have done is you put them side by side. I have a feeling that that could also spontaneously generate some kind of confusion for the consumer. That's my own feeling. And what I mean is that the main differentiator between peak gold and peak regular, aside from the product benefits, is that premiumness of peak gold versus peak regular. Still premium, but not as premium as peak gold. I think that I missed that part when you were talking about peak gold and peak regular. And I thought that Prime Media was probably reading my mind in that respect. Positioning peak brand as value brand that offers something extra is what I think they've done.
Great. I want to interact with both of you because I've read through the reports. So it's not just the presentation, but I think the points raised by Chris as well as the team from Peak. So I'll give you guys the opportunity to respond to some of the items raised and the questions raised. Now, the floor is yours.
I'll start with Mr. Chris Parks, where he spoke about, do you know Peak, it's in you? Our theme is Peak, it's your choice, and then incorporating the it's in you. Do you know was just a starter for our bulk SMS and our email blast, which we're going to push out to people, because starting with a question, it's supposed to introduce the concept that we're going to tell them about in the content there. And then talking about the choice to focus on zinc, there's two things that came into play. First of all, when Peak was introduced in the market, it came under the taste to treasure. So Peak Gold as a brand has already been associated and been described by the sensory perception of this brand. So we thought that that would be a good way to differentiate it.
If you listen to our radio and our TV adverts, you see that we portrayed the other vitamin and nutritional benefits of Peak in it. Just that we put gold in the forefront as it has zinc basically in it. And also the brief clearly stated that we should differentiate between Peak Gold and Peak Regular. And we were very careful in not trying to downplay Peak Regular, which had built its reputation over the years. So basically, that was our basis for our comparison.
You interpreted that particular aspect of the brief clearly, trying to differentiate between Peak Regular and Peak Gold. My worry is that in doing so, you have presented both brands as if they are targeting the same segment of the market. We are talking of a brand that is 30% more premium than the other one. You refer to it as a twin brother. And as a consumer, I wouldn't pay 30% more for a twin brother. That's my worry.
Great.
In the area of frequency, we addressed that during change habits, during the presentation. We made our specific targets were precisely written there as ABC1 and then youth mothers. So we decided to make drive frequency through change habits. And how do we do that? By having a penetration of the brand through the family. The mother is the one that makes decision in the family and all of that. So we had that to drive our frequency.
Yes.
I just want to address Chris Park's concern that we didn't really focus on regular. First of all, I would like to really focus on the brief that we received from our tax sheet to the brief at Friesland Campina. We were already told that our market was ABC1. If you read the consumer insight for Peak Gold, you see that that's top of the range. People who have made it, who feel that they've arrived. So that's already saying, look, that's who we want you to target. We want you to make Peak Gold appeal to them. Now, when we went on our questionnaire hunt, we found that most of the people, because we went to Ebano in Lekki, so of course the caliber of women who are shopping there are obviously within that category of ABC1. And when we interacted with them, we found that they didn't know the difference, but they didn't care about the price. They weren't going for cheaper, they were just going for regular. Regular has already built a reputation, so it's already an established product for Peak in the market. Peak Gold, however, hasn't really settled as a separate brand, which is why we focused on pushing Peak Gold and making it appeal to the target market that we were specifically given. So we didn't want to come out to say Peak Regular on one side, Peak Gold on, but we just sort of hinted at it very subtly in all across our...
There is a regular. And there was also a hint on your side to say Peak, your choice. I like the double entendre or whatever it is then. Okay, now for the decision. Peak, which team would you go with?
Vote for a favorite contestant. Send Titan space name a favorite contestant to 33352.
To vote for me, people, simply text Titan space Tunji to 33352. Thank you, people.
It's Titan space Tobechi to 33352. Thank you.
Are you experiencing gaps in communicating with your target audience? Those gaps can be plugged perfectly using mobile advertising. Okay, so why MTN mobile ads? Because the mobile phone has become the world's most personal device, and individuals are more exposed to their phones than they are to a TV set. 93% of all text messages are viewed within the first 10 minutes, because at least 1 in every 2 mobile phone users in Nigeria uses an MTN line. Because the impact of every advertising campaign message is easy to track, the cost of advertising is lower. Campaigns are not just only more consumer effective, but also cost effective. And with MTN mobile ads, reports will be generated and shared with advertisers and can be very useful in planning future marketing campaigns and other operational activities like consumer rewards, product development, and modifications. Why spend more to reach 10,000 people who may not want your product when you can spend less to reach 10 million people who you are absolutely sure will be interested? MTN mobile ads, the definition of precision marketing. For more information, send an email to mtnbusiness@mtnnigeria.net or visit www.mtnbusiness.com.ng.
If you own a home, you deserve peace of mind. That's why IEI's home care policy covers both your house and the valuable items that you have inside. At IEI, we start by giving you this set of equipment for free to help you tackle minor domestic mishaps. However, if any of these perils should befall your home, we'll step in and relocate you to an alternative accommodation for as long as 6 months while we put your house and those valuable items of yours back the way they were. Now, how about that? Home care from IEI. The energy to care.
Okay, now for the decision. Peak, which team would you go with?
Prime Media. What they have done may not be perfect or the best, but I think they have made an attempt to solve that because they've done justice to the key challenge. Okay. The key challenge the consumer have is, why do I have to pay 30% more? And if I want to pay 30%, give me reasons to pay more. And currently, consumers don't know the difference because they don't know why they should pay more. It's clear that we would go with Prime Media.
Chris?
They're not advertising people, but I think they've done a damn good job. I'll go with Prime Media.
So I'm going to sum it up by saying Prime Media, you've got it.
Prime Media wins this task, continuing Irogama's 9-week winning streak on every team she has worked with. And for the first time in the competition, Tinuade Olariwaju falls into eviction role with the rest of the team.
The winning team will get a treat. So the treats are on the house. The losing team will have, all candidates will be up for eviction, and 2 members will be evicted. Now, but I still have the Briscoe Ford task. I completely forgot about that bit. Chris, can you help me with the decision by the judges on the Briscoe Ford task?
This is getting unpredictable. If Tobechi is evicted tonight, the journey may also come to an end for Tunji and Tinu. But the judges are about to decide the fate of the 2 already on eviction roll, Ebuka and Tobechi.
Okay, Tobechi. We're going to make this quick. I'm sorry. Each week you're put up for eviction, or it feels that way. You've gone through, I think, hell. You've struck me as always being someone very bright, very active. You've come up with some great ideas. And the judges were unanimous when they got together, and they want you to stay in the house. Chooks, I'm sorry. Been absolutely fantastic. Your presentations have got better and better, but I'm afraid you're evicted. Chooks.
Once again, Tobechi lives up to her name as the cat with 9 lives and is saved by the judges. For Ebuka, it's a real shock as it dawns on him that his journey ends here.
In today's business world, very few things are as important as protecting and preserving your critical data. Businesses need not just easy but reliable ways of keeping their information safe, a place where they are sure it can never be lost. MTN Backup as a Service enables you to back up your files and folders securely over the internet to a server in the MTN data center, which we refer to as the MTN Cloud. Now, no matter what happens, virus attack, system crash, flood, theft, or any unfortunate eventuality, your data is safe and secure in the MTN Cloud. In addition, MTN Backup as a Service has been developed to handle enterprise-level backup and restore to meet the needs of larger organizations. All you require is internet connectivity and an MTN Backup as a Service subscription. For more information, send an email to mtnbusiness@mtnnigeria.net or visit www.mtnbusiness.com.ng.
Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak. Milk is richly packed with essential micronutrients, so more milk means more brain power. Make sure you drink milk every day. Brought to you by Peak.
There's some people who you really ask yourself, what are they still doing in the house? I mean, Ayaduba, Chooks, I really don't know what he's still doing in this place. I'm sorry to say, but he's lucky to have been on the winning team every week. He had never failed a task, and he hasn't been. He had been opportune to be in a team where there are other strong people who would basically do most of the job for him while he sits back and enjoy the win.
What we have now, 6 people left, the winning team, the losing team. We will have all of you are up for eviction, and 2 candidates will be evicted in the next session. With that, I wish you guys the very best this week. Good luck.
Having come this far, and I was the only person in the house, just like a first-time offender, never lost a tag, but then here I am being a victim, but the show continues. They said the judges were going to save one person, and I think that was what they just did. They saved one person and the other person has to go home, being me. So I'm still trying to like understand the situation, but it's a show. The show needs to continue. Basically gonna go back to my life where I left it and leverage on what I've built over time in the show. Like I always tell myself, in as much as we're here to win the 5 million, everybody has a reason for being here. I guess I've fulfilled mine. I'm gonna miss members of the house. That's basically it. I'm gonna miss everybody in the house.
Well, that's all we can take on the show tonight. 6 aspiring Titans are left blazing to the finish line. More than ever, your favorite contestant needs your vote. Text Titan, space, the name of your favorite candidate to the number 33352. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter at The Next Titan and keep your comments coming. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
Not average individuals by any standard. 6 contenders left in the game as the competition reaches the climax. The battle for supremacy will stretch everyone thin as only one man or woman can become the next Titan.